Hey everybody, it's Korie with CVMA, and today we're here to talk about one of our first forms in our intermediate to advanced belt system, Heian Shodan. Now Heian Shodan is originally a Shotokan form developed by Funakoshi, and it made its way into the older style taekwondo systems through One Korie, founder of Chundakwon Taekwondo. Most modern taekwondo schools do not use the Heian series anymore. But here at CVMA, we do use the Heian system still in our intermediate to advanced belt curriculum. So different schools, you'll see different systems, different forms, things of that nature. But here, we're going to work through the Heian series. So we're starting with Heian Shodan. So this is the first form in the Heian series. The word Heian roughly translates to safety and peacefulness, or peace and safety. And the idea behind these forms is, if you learn all 5 of these forms and master all 5 of these forms, you should feel safe and secure knowing that you can deal with just about any situation in combat that was thrown at you. So the first thing we're going to do is cut away and show the whole form in its entirety. And then we're going to come back and go through the detail. All right, welcome back. We're going to start talking about the detail behind Heian Shodan. So this form starts out in ready position, and the first thing we're going to do is move to our left side, throwing a down block with our left leg forward, front stance. Now, before we move, we have to realize that in any form that we do, anytime we change direction from the direction we're currently going to a new direction, we have to look and identify what's over there before we move. In combat, you would never want to just turn your body without knowing what's there, unless you turn into a punch or other things like that. So we have to be aware of what's going on beside us here. So the first thing that's going to happen is right before we move, about a second or so before we move, we're going to turn and we're going to see that target. We're going to identify what's over there. As we look, we're going to drop the left foot back, straight back, and we're going to bring our left hand up, right hand underneath to prep the down block on the left side. Then from here, we're going to turn the hips and fire the down block on the left side. Now, we're going to raise the left hand up to center, and we're going to step and straight punch to the middle of the body. Now, we're going to execute a half turn, which means my front leg is going to cross my back leg and go basically behind it. So it's going to come to here. As we do that, we're going to prep a down block on the right side and look over the shoulder. So the sequence I like to use for this is I'll look, bring the hands to position, step the foot, and then turn and execute the down block on my right-hand side. Now, we're going to pull back into cat stance, and we're going to draw the front hand back, up past the ear, and down and strike. So we're going to pull the body back. As we're pulling the leg back, the arm's going to come back, up toward the ear, strike down. So this is a hammer fist strike downward. Now notice here, it's coming in, rotating palm out as it strikes down. And then this is a cat stance. So we're again on the ball of the foot as we strike downward. Now I'm going to set down the right foot. As I transfer the weight, I'm going to step forward and straight punch, front stance. Now, we've done our 2 side angles. We're going to move up the front now. So I'm going to execute a quarter turn, again, looking before I move. So I'm going to look over the left shoulder, prep the down block on the left side, drop my left foot straight back, and then turn and execute the down block toward the front. Now here we're going to execute 3 high blocks. So as we're getting ready to move, we're going to raise the front hand across the body to the right side of the body. Step, high block once. Now the hand's already up there, so we don't have to raise it again. We're going to bring the left hand across as we move, block again, and then hand's already up. We're going to drop the right hand across the body, step, high block one more time with a kick. Now, from here, the second part of this form looks a lot like taekwondo shodan, or the first form that we learned. So we're going to execute a three-quarter turn, so back leg's going to swing across, behind my front foot, all the way out to that third point here. And we're going to execute a down block to the right-hand side. So we're going to look over the right shoulder, prep the down block on the left side, back leg's going to swing through, and we're going to turn and down block. Now, from here we're going to aim the hand, if you want to call it, or raise the hand to center, step and straight punch. We're going to execute a half turn, going behind us, executing another down block, this time on the right side. We're going to raise the hand, step and straight punch. Now we're going to go back. We finished the two side angles. We're going to work toward the back of the room now. We're going to prep the down block on the left side as we look over our left shoulder, drop the left leg straight back, and turn and down block. Raise the left hand, step punch 1, step punch 2, and step punch 3. Now, we're going to execute a three-quarter turn, but we're going to end up three-quarter turning in a back stance with a knife hand block. So I'm going to start to prep the knife hand block. I'm going to bring my hands here together this way. As I bring my hands up, I'm going to look over the right shoulder. I'm going to turn, bring the foot around. And now as I rotate, you can see hands in protection, hands ready to strike. So bottom hand in protection, top hand ready to strike. We turn, back stance, knife hand block. Now, we're going to go to the corner. So we're going to 45 step. So we're going to bring the right leg in and up to go to the corner. So as I do that, I'm going to prep. I'm going to bring my left hand down to the right rib, right hand across the body, up top. As I'm looking, stepping, now I'm in position. I'm going to step the foot out and strike, knife hand block. Now, we're going to go back on the straight line. We're going to go behind us here. So we're going to bring the right foot back to center line, turn back stance this way. So as we're doing that, we're going to prep, because the right hand's going to be striking. We're going to prep, look, step the foot back, turn, knife hand block. And then one more time, we're going to go to the corner. So we're going to bring our gaze 45. We're going to prep on the left side now. Bring the foot in, knife hand block. Then we're going to retreat the foot, the front foot, back to center, turn in, return to ready position, and that's the form. So this form's a lot like taekwondo shodan with some minor changes. Again, it's very common when you're doing this form in classes or in practice. You may do your down block and then step punch, thinking it's taekwondo shodan. Don't worry about it. It happens from time to time. Just stop your form, restart, and if it's causing you issues, maybe do that section a couple times. So you may start here, you may go down block, step punch, down block, return, and strike, and then start over. Then do it again, down block, punch, down block, pull back, strike down, punch. Just to get in the habit of making sure that that's the movement that you do. It's going to take some time for you to deconflict the two in your head, especially if you're still working to master taekwondo shodan, which all of us pretty much are. So continue to work on this form. Go back to the beginning of the form where I did the whole thing without instruction. Look at the timing. I slow that form down a little bit so you can see the different parts to it. But go back, look at that, let yourself run through this explanation again and again and again to try to get that detail down in the form. The quicker you get the detail and the quicker you start to put that into practice, the better off your form is going to be. So that's Heian Shodan. I'm Korie with CVMA. We'll see you again next time.